think there is this, so I think the new INEC Electoral Act has done a lot to demystify the electoral challenges you would see once elections are over. And I think minimizing that is process, other things that are crucial to the, progress of the nation, right? Because right after elections, you go into a lot of courthouses and they're just overwhelmed, they're bombarded. So you look at a situation where if you're able to get people out in line with PVCs to polling units and they vote, their votes casted, results transmitted, it then reduces all of the human errors, all of the human interference that you typically see going into being part of electoral challenges. So that is one. The other thing I want to say is equally the fact that every cycle we should look to improving the election experience. So where you would have ballot snatching or perhaps intimidation of polling officers, or where you will hear sometimes kidnapping of electoral officials at collation centers, that is gone. So once you've introduced very smart ways for the process to be completed, you minimize some of these things we find now. Like Kenya, with the chairman having the confidence with announcing the results, remember I said earlier at the beginning of the program, the political establishment did not back the candidate Ruto. So what do you find? You find the incumbent political party using all of these, powers and might. We try to influence the results. Obviously, they manage the tax revenues, they pay out salaries, they fund the electoral bodies and all of the government agencies. They would do what they would do what's within reach. But I would say something. The global population is on full notice. No one is going to sit by and just watch them draw, power off the hands of Ruto, where he has obtained the mandate of the people. And I think Nigeria, is the same. You saw the loss of Jonathan and how he accepted defeat during the 2010 Electoral Act, introducing a number of things that at least, let me say, improved slightly the way our results were. Our elections were conducted. The way the results are collated was still a sham, so there was a lot of room for rigging. Now, with the 2015 elections, with the 2019 elections, you could see sort of the gradual improvement. And with 2021, 2023, we're proud that at least, from voter registration, from, disclosure of voter rolls, from making sure that INEC is funded properly, from PVC registration happening months in advance or even almost a year ahead of elections. And equally, let's hope that people are able to, in a seamless fashion, get their PVCs. These are all things we can be proud of. So I would not really be so bothered about the challenges that would come, because, as we said earlier, a number of things have happened with, guaranteeing an improved experience for 2023 should be, things that shouldn't cause us too much headaches.
All right. I'm bringing a call in now, 09073530044 and 09087668888. You may want to send me SMS and WhatsApp messages, even a voice note on 09097054450. Hello, good morning. Lost it. Try to call back quickly, please, and let's hear from you. I have this voice note here. Let's hear what you have to say.
Sport Minister, I forgot about something.
Oh, okay. Sounds like that one came in late. I'm going to squeeze in this one quickly. Hello, good morning. Oh, did I lose that again? Anyway, let's get back to you, Aki. You see, something just 2 days ago or yesterday, there was a picture trending on social media where Peter Obi was seen in a photograph with the Rivers State Governor. The Benue State Governor was in that picture. The former Cross River State Governor was there. The Governor of Abia State and the likes, PDP governors, and that has generated a lot of debate on social media. Some people are saying, well, there's a possibility that these people are going to support the Peter Obi movement and become, throw their weight behind him going into 2023. Some others are saying, look, it doesn't mean they just went for a birthday party, the birthday celebration of the former governor of Rivers State, Dr. Peter Odili. While that is on, there's also the fact that, the governor of Abia State had made a tweet that kind of suggests that they may be throwing their weight behind him. What do you make of that?
I don't think we need to read politics into every single human event or interaction. I mean, these are men who share a common place in history as being former governors, right? And I think it's a brotherhood, it's a collegiate, that I think many people would equally love to belong to, right? So it's equally heartwarming to see Nigerian politicians existing outside of the political bubble, where it doesn't have to be dagger at someone else's throat or a knife to the head or a gun to the chest before we say, oh, they are rivals. I think they can equally be rivals in friendship, right? And for one, you've seen that Peter Obi is one that is one individual that crosses borders, crosses region, crosses boundaries politically, to even making sure there is a measure of camaraderie, right? Friendship. Because my opponent does not mean I cannot be seen eating lunch with you or even discussing issues on how we advance gender rights, issues on how we improve freedom of speech. These are all things that are alienable rights to every single Nigerian. So beyond politics, beyond the arena of elections, these people should be allowed to thrive. They have wives, they have children. Many times they become very close family friends. Yes, they may disagree, they may be on different political platforms, but it doesn't stop the human element from taking hold on how we exist as a people. So I won't read politics into everything. They were there to celebrate with a former governor. It's a good opportunity to hug it out, take a nice picture that's trending on social media. If something comes out of it where somebody whispers to another and says, I like this your obedient movement, how can I join forces? Well, let's see what comes out of this. But I think for now, everyone should just allow them be human beings. And I think it's what we need to see. We need to see more of these people showcasing the fact that they don't have to be at each other's throats because they do not agree politically. Again, support your candidate, support your political party, but all of the vitriol, violence, and negative campaigning should be what we discourage. And I think that was a very good image to come out of former Governor Peter Odili's birthday celebration.
Well, lots of eminent Nigerians have raised concerns that the 2023 election may not hold, and with what we saw yesterday, where General Usman was speaking and said, "Look, in 2010, several people who he described as enemies of Nigeria had rallied, round General Abdulrahman Dambazo to topple the government of Jonathan, and take over power." But then he insisted and said he had his interest was more in Nigeria. He says these same people making such moves again in 2023. What do you make of that, and what should Nigerians do to ensure that the elections hold in 2023?
So I'll say this to you, right? Compared to any time in our history, we're seeing the highest unemployment, highest inflation rate. We're seeing the most, depressing degradation of the value of our currency. And, many years before some of us were born, when you see these types of events, what typically follows is a coup d'etat or a toppling of a civilian government. Today, Nigerians are wiser. We said no to any of that. We're not interested. We don't need any military force or any military branch or any military individual coming in to, dislodge a civilian a democratically elected government. So I think we've made a lot of improvement as a people. We have to give Nigerians a lot of kudos for that. There are things we'll not even tolerate on Nigerian soil today. So that is behind us. So I say this to buttress the point that anyone that's peddling that, I'd say it's just, all propaganda. Now, I want to do something here, because when you look at the 2023 elections, the permutation and the combination of the votes and path to victory for each of the candidates. So I'm talking the top 3 candidates, and then plus a sub-regional candidate who's a Kwakwanso. So for Atiku, who's PDP, for Tinubu, who's APC, for Peter Obi, who's the new kid on the block with Labour Party, never seen in the history of our country, you go back to 1979 elections. And I say this because a lot of Gen Zs, a lot of people born before 1985 or after 1985 or 1990 don't have an idea. Go and read history. When you fail to read history, you fail to learn the mistakes of the past.
Okay, quickly, just wrap up so we can go.
Okay, yeah, so we're in a beautiful place with our elections. 1979, there were 3 candidates, Shagari, Awolowo, Nnamdi Azikiwe. That election ended up in a runoff. I highlighted the top 3 candidates in 2023, and I'm saying to you, if you're looking at the map, looking at the temperature of the country, we're equally headed to a runoff. It's exciting. I'm here for this. Thank you.
Akin Olaoye, member of, an entrepreneur and active citizen, as well as a member of the obedience movement. Thank you so much for talking with us. Appreciate you. Comrade Ulo Basia, your message is dropped in. I don't know. Good morning. You say God bless your day, Hanacho. Yes, the triumph of William Ruto in Kenya election sends a wake-up signal to the Nigerian populace that we should bank on the so-called structure, we shouldn't bank on the so-called structure to elect our preferred candidates in 2023 elections. The downtrodden that have deceived the marginalized for so long constitutes more than the available structure in the land. Let's vote wisely to redeem our country. God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much, Comrade Ulo Basi. Olije is in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Olije.
Good morning. Suddenly we have a cold again.
Yeah, it feels good, right?
Feels good.
Yes, it does.
Cold.
It does feel. Oh yeah, no, not that kind of cold, man.
Okay.
Not that kind of one.
Yeah, I'm talking about cold like I have.
Yeah,
like,
you do?
It comes and goes. I don't know. There's something about.
Yeah, it's the weather.
Yeah,
I believe. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I hope that you get better.
Yeah. So what's up?
Nothing much. We're just looking at ways to make sure that our election in 2023 goes smoothly.
Let's just be obedient to the rules and regulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it here. Business News is up next.
Welcome to Eagles 102.3 News Beats.
Here's the Business News Beats. The Presidential Enabling Business Environment